Welcome to your favorite news network, the Dusty News Network. You know where Negro news goes first, and I'm so excited to be your host today. Breaking news. I really had high hopes for Brittany Renner. I thought that she was not going to be a booty clapper anymore. She looks so pretty in this Islamic Muslim female wear. I mean, just look at her. She had rebranded that box to be something like a born-again virgin.
What made you choose Islam? I didn't. I am a human with very limited power and awareness, but I have learned that God selects who he wills for his mercy. So let's start there, for those of you who don't think I'm qualified, okay? A lot of you claim to know my life story, why I do what I do. Well, then you would know that for quite a while I've been suffering.
And I was saying, hey man, just because she's a female doesn't mean that she can't change. And I'm pretty sure there are women that can change. Men can change, women can change. But I noticed that whenever somebody just gets their cheeks clapped all the way, there's two options. They become either born again Christians, which you really know for sure they're gonna fall into getting their cheeks clapped. And then there's Islam. Now, a lot of people who are reformed buffoons become Muslim. Aaron the plumber is a Muslim, but he's out here fighting everybody and cussing females out and clapping cheeks all through the world, right? And he's richer than me now, so I can't be mad. Kevin Gates is a Muslim. Almost every rapper becomes a Muslim, but still goes out there and eats pork and still has all these kids out of wedlock. So when I saw Brittany Renner doing the Islamic thing, I thought it was more like Arabic based, like Sunni Islam. But then we started seeing her with Kevin Gates, who's another pookie reformed Muslim. And we all know that Kevin Gates ain't about shit. It's gonna be real. And yeah, there is Brittany Renner falling back into the same dust that got her a single mom in the first place. Now, to be fair, Brittany Renner is not bouncing her cheeks everywhere getting drunk on podcasts now. She's still holding up that part of the bargain. So she did reduce the thoughtology a lot. The only problem with the thoughtology is instead of being it for like everybody or a lot of people or almost anybody, it's only now for one person, even though that person is not her husband. Technically, I still believe that Kevin Gates is married to Drika, but hey, you know, even Kevin Gates doesn't really follow Islam because he's a pookie, he's a hood guy. But then this information that's come out, one of Kevin Gates' side chicks is mad at Brittany Renner. Why?
It's honestly just sick how I was just laid up with him and you seen it and decide to hit him up to meet up. Just disgusting. He called you washed several times and that you lost your glow. That just goes to show you how this man just uses women when it's beneficial to him. Just manipulative and narcissistic as you turned Muslim because it's a trend and it's honestly a mockery to the religion. Cut it out. Brittany, you preach that you don't want to deal with a man that deals with multiple women, yet you're dealing with one. How contradicting is that? And I'm all about being devoted to one God, but do it for the right reasons. You literally turned to Islam because you're on your last leg. Women always want to turn to religion as their last outlet. Was this the clout y'all was looking for to make herself lit on her little show for Basketball Wives? Because she has no one else, obviously. Knowing that I was just laid up in the bed with you. I'm tired of this man f***ing with me when it's convenient or beneficial to him. I give too much love to be treated like this. And the one thing you've always told me is that I have a really big heart. And that's why men like you take advantage of it. I'm honestly tired of being the nice, cool, laid-back girl. I'm sick of it. Men need to learn to stop f***ing their emotions. And I'm honestly more disappointed than I am hurt. And I knew what I was getting myself into, fuck the rapper. But there's just certain things that are just way too disrespectful. At the end of the day, these men will lie to you, gaslight you, manipulate you, and embarrass the of you. But lesson learned, I'ma just have to charge it to the game.
But wait, there's more.
I want to make one thing very clear. I would never with a married man. This man told me he's legally separated, so that's that. I simply came onto this platform to express how I feel because I have every right to feel the way that I do. And to any other women that are going through the same thing, it's okay to stand up for yourself. Dealing with men that manipulate, gaslight, lie, all of that. I'm sick of it all. I'm sick of this man leading me on this whole time. You know, I in the beginning, I obviously believed everything, but as time progressed, I started to peep all of his bullshit. And again, like I said, I knew what I was getting myself into dealing with the rapper. I know there's gonna be other girls around, but it's just the way he went about this situation that was real disrespectful. And now I'm getting threats from his team, from Miss Alvina, the same woman that was just applauding us last week because she was so happy to see us together and wanting to get a house together, and even asked if you could live in the guest house. Now you're mad at me for expressing how I feel? Now you hate me all of a sudden. People obviously didn't know what me and him had going on. I'm very private. I just believed everything that came out of that man's mouth, and that's my fault. I take accountability for that. Lesson learned, and that's all I really have to say.
Damn, Brittany, you did say that you don't want to be with another man that has multiple women. You damn sure landed in bed with Kevin Gates. Now, it is true she's going to be on Basketball Wives. She has rebranded herself, but those cheeks are still for the streets, as it appears. Now, the young lady here says, hey, you're rebranding yourself because, hey, you're washed up. You're trying to get a new audience. It's down bad, and that Kevin Gates is out there using women, and he was just clapping her cheeks. I'm telling you, when these pookies and pookishas go to Islam, it's all bad. You guys were right. I should have never trusted Brittany Renner. Damn! Next story. So guys, how does it feel to have a teacher who really likes you? It's good. I've had a lot of teachers that helped me in my life. But some teachers can ask for some strange favors. Don't you think? Yeah, I mean, not necessarily sexual favors, because that would be wrong. But what if your teacher came and asked you a favor like this one?
Is denying claims that she tried to hire a student to carry out a murder plot.
A substitute teacher in Columbus, Ohio, faces serious charges. Police say she tried to pay one of her students to shoot and kill her husband.
This particular teacher was attempting to groom this young person into committing murder.
Authorities say 44-year-old Stephanie Demetrius offered the teenager $2,000, allegedly paying a $250 down payment, texting the boy that her husband worked from home and providing times when their 4 kids wouldn't be there. But the alleged plot was foiled when the boy's mom saw details in his phone and called police.
We're unsure of the specific reason as to why this teacher chose this particular student. This was a situation where the parent was able to capture things inside of this young person's phone to alert authorities.
Investigators claim to have a recorded phone call where the would-be teenage hitman asks if the neighbors would hear the gunfire. Demetrius allegedly responding, they don't care. In the past, she was accused of trying to stab her husband, set the home on fire, and run him over. In this case, she denies the allegations, questioning the entire story during her first court appearance.
Who is the juvenile involved in this case?
She was released on bail and is due back in court next week.
Damn, Mrs. Demetrius. You want your student to kill your husband. It's just too bad he went and told on your ass, and now your ass is going to jail. I would say email me, but you're not even really that cute. I'm going to be real. And I'm thirsty. I'll take almost anything. So, yeah, I can't put it on your books. Sorry for ya. Next story. Matt Barnes is down bad. He clapped so many cheeks. And he was doing it on Instagram. He was with Anansa Sims. Anansa Sims is also very beautiful. Yeah, you know, this is like his second like real big relationship. His first wife went with Derek Fisher and all this. So Anansa was like rocking with him. They got some kids together. But the problem is that Matt Barnes is a liar, right? And I know a lot of guys, we love getting the booty clap sessions out of the way. I mean, I'm actually born again virgin, so I don't know what that's like. But the problem is you can't be doing it on Instagram, like talking very sexual with women who are broke, that are gonna probably go and tell Tasha K that you want their cheeks. And so you then say that you were not doing this, come to find out you were doing this, and now you lost your whole relationship. And now you're going on an apology campaign like this.
My actions, I literally just lost my family through being what you talked about, like I was the strong provider. I wasn't there emotionally. I wasn't empathetic. I wasn't willing to share those emotions. And that was stuff that my ex would tell me, like, you're a wall. And then again, trying to dig back and understand and starting counseling that, like you said, little Matt from back then is still hurt and still trying to find his way. Although grown Matt seems like he has it all, little Matt is there more than I realized. So my question is, like, to all those men that can't or feel like they can or just won't, tears won't come out. I know it's such a refreshing and helpful and good thing to do as a man, but how do you cry if you don't? I don't want to say I don't know how to cry, because I've cried before, but I haven't cried in probably 30 years.
You're guarded.
Too much.
You have to change your perspective of what crying is. You still, deep inside of you, it's a sign of weakness. It's really a sign of you being human. And until we get to the place where we can release it, that's when you always feel this rage, this anger, never feeling settled. You gotta smoke some weed. You gotta get something to drink. You need to call that girl. And you don't even hear it taught enough about contentment. Like, when is enough? You know, why do I have to keep grinding and keep going? That's not peace, you know. And then speaking of peace, which it seems like the majority of us, that's all we want. Peace is not the absence of chaos, trials, tests, adversity. It's having a calm heart in the midst of those things.
I mean, just down bad now, bro. It don't make no sense. It's like really, really terrible to be that damn stupid. I mean, again, I give you all opportunities. You're in LA, but you don't have a burner phone or something like that? Like, and why is it 8 chicks? I think if it was like 3 or 2 and then you didn't get caught, that wouldn't be such a problem. But 8 in January in a month? That's a lot of booty clapping you're doing in your mid-40s. What were you like at 25? Jesus Christ. Guys, we have a really great show. Brittany Renner can't stop getting her teeth clapped, and now her life is getting worse. Then Miss Demetrius here, our favorite teacher, wants somebody to shoot her husband, and Matt Barnes can't stay out of everybody else's cheeks. Who will win the Dusty Award of the day? Jeopardy music! Drum roll, please! It's Miss Demetrius. Lady, you asked the student, I'm gonna give you this money if you shoot my husband, as if you wasn't gonna get caught. Even the damn student had more damn sense than you, and you're a 40-something-year-old lady. I hope you get those cheeks lathered up, because where you're going, it is booty clap central. Throw that dust on her. It's over for her. Guys, that's my time. I gotta get up out of here. I don't want to end up like Miss Demetrius, getting my cheeks clapped in a prison facility. Peace out.